Please help me welcome Jessica Smith.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for getting up so early and coming out here to be with us this morning. But you all look quite awake for this early in the morning, so I'm happy to see that. So that was a wonderful introduction. And one of the things that I want to start by saying to you is that I started my own personal fitness journey 40 pounds ago. So I was not happy, struggling with my weight, not feeling good about my body. And my journey literally started with a 10-minute change. So this is where all of this 10-minute concept sort of stems from, is my personal experience. So I was having a moment where I just wasn't feeling good, having a stressful day, and I was looking at this candy bar that I normally would have turned to at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And that particular day I said to myself, you know what, instead of having that candy bar, why don't you go ride that stationary bike that's out on the back porch that no one's used since 1974? I have no idea why I thought this, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. So instead of eating that candy bar, I went outside, and I live in Florida, and it was about 98 degrees, 100% humidity that day. So I got on that rickety old bike, and I just started pedaling. And I started to sweat, and it was hard, and the bike was squeaking, and my body was squeaking. But at the end of those 10 minutes, I felt so much better than if I had eaten that candy bar. And I didn't want that candy bar anymore. And I still eat candy today, so it's not that I've given up candy bars completely. But those 10 minutes really were a pivotal moment for me. They changed my life. They were the first step of many additional steps that have put me on this stage to tell you about it today. So I really want to tell you that health and fitness is not about hours and hours of exercise or not eating carbs or torturing yourself, beating yourself up if you have that candy bar. But it's about little changes that can really change everything. So what I want to talk to you about today is some very specific 10-minute changes that you can start implementing today. Not tomorrow, not on Monday, but today, to start really transforming your body and your life. So just to get started, I would love to see where we're all at today. So if I can ask you guys to stand up for a second. I know you're really comfortable, my apologies. But stand up for a second for me. So I just wanted to know, if the answer is no to any of these questions, go ahead and have a seat. So the first question is, do you consider that you live a generally healthy lifestyle? You don't have to be perfect, but in general, do you live a healthy lifestyle? If the answer is yes, stay standing. If you feel like the answer would be no, have a seat. And we're not judging anyone. We're not going to put you on the spot. Okay, good. So how many of you would say that you're exercising on a regular basis? If the answer is yes, keep standing. If the answer is no, have a seat. Okay, good. We're doing pretty good. So how many of you would say that you eat generally healthy 70 to 75% of the time? Good. Well, we have a good crowd today. Okay. I guess that's why we're all here today, right, at the Women's Health Expo. Okay. Now, this is a good one. How many of you get enough sleep every night? Oh, okay. Okay. I like the honesty. Very good. Very good. Okay. And how many of you would say that you manage your stress level well? Okay, okay. And to those of you still standing, we applaud you. Okay, go ahead and have a seat. Nice job, guys. Okay, great. So the good news is that you have started doing some of these wonderful things that you can do to be a healthy person. But nobody's perfect. So we may, maybe you're exercising regularly, but you're not doing so well on the sleep part. Maybe you're eating well, but you're not getting enough exercise. So hopefully you'll find at least one step that really applies to you today that you can start implementing. So let's get started about talking what these steps are. So the first step that I would recommend is go to bed 10 minutes earlier. So the good news is that most of you told me that you're not getting enough sleep, so this one is very important for most of us in this room, myself included. So, we hear about, oh, you should get more sleep. Okay, well, that's nice in an ideal world. But if you're working and staying up late and taking care of the kids and making sure the house is ready before you go to sleep, don't expect to go from falling asleep at 1 a.m. to going to bed at 9 p.m. the next day, right? So the first 10-minute thing that you can start implementing tonight is setting your bedtime 10 minutes earlier. So what we would say to you is, don't expect that you're going to be able to have a good night's sleep by hitting the pillow at 9 p.m. and then staring at the ceiling and then starting to think about all the things that you should be doing instead of lying in bed and trying to fall asleep. But instead, just wind things back a little bit earlier. So I was talking about this with a good friend of mine yesterday, and she said, you know what, I'm going to start DVRing my favorite shows so I can watch my favorite show on Sunday night a little bit sooner. So it'll end at 9:50 instead of 10. So now I have those 10 extra minutes to actually start going to bed earlier. So, the nice thing is we live in an age where you don't have to sit through commercials anymore. Now you can fast forward them if you want, or watch the show in reruns at a later time, right? So go to bed 10 minutes earlier tonight. Why is this so important? Sleep is number one on the list, even before eating healthy and exercise. Why is that? Why do you think? Anybody? So what's that? Metabolism. Okay, it does have an influence on your metabolism. What else? How do you feel when you're tired? Terrible? Foggy? Yeah. I get hungry, and I tend to eat things that are not so healthy when I'm tired. So I find that I have more tendency to eat more sugar when I'm tired. And there's some research that sort of backs this up. So sleep really influences your choices for the rest of the day. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to have the energy for a workout, right? Who's going to want to exercise when they're feeling foggy and tired? But it also may lead you to consume more calories. One 2011 Columbia University study found that subjects ate an extra 296 calories a day, and women consumed an extra 31 grams of fat per day when they were sleep deprived. And the preferred snack of choice of these sleep deprived women was ice cream. So we know that if you're not getting enough sleep, you may have a propensity towards foods like ice cream and candy and all that stuff that we look for to give us that instant energy, when what we really need is just a little bit more sleep. So sleep is number one on the list for that reason. It influences our eating and exercise habits, and we want to make sure that we're getting enough sleep so we don't start making some unhealthier choices with our eating. So your first 10-minute step, which you can do tonight, go to bed 10 minutes earlier every night until you've reached your ideal bedtime. Experts generally recommend 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Now, everybody is different. You may find that you do much better with just 7 hours. Other people might need 8. So that's why if you keep continually moving back in those 10-minute increments, you may be more likely to find that sweet spot and whatever works for you in terms of the amount of sleep that you need. So you guys gonna go to bed earlier a little bit tonight? You're gonna go to bed earlier for me, 10 minutes? No. Okay. It's a suggestion. We can start there. Our number 2 step is go for a 10-minute walk. Why is walking so important? So maybe you do exercise right now, but then maybe get a good workout in the morning, and then maybe you go to your desk and you sit at your desk and type for 8 hours a day, so you're sedentary the rest of the day. So going for a 10-minute walk is a nice way to start adding more activity throughout your day. A brisk walk burns about 60 to 80 calories, depending on your height and weight. It's a great way to clear your mind, boost your energy, and improve your mood. And it's the most simple form of exercise, right? We all know how to walk. So it's something that you can do anytime, almost anywhere. And studies have shown that it's really very effective at reducing deep abdominal fat, which is one of the most dangerous types of body fat that you can be carrying. So taking a 10-minute walk every day is a great way to start or implement your exercise habit. Now, another study found that subjects who walked immediately after eating lunch and dinner lost more weight than those that waited up to an hour afterwards. So it's interesting, if you're able to, after you eat a meal, try to take your 10-minute walk after eating it rather than waiting. You know, we all think, oh, I need to digest my food. But the nice thing about walking is you're not jumping up and down. There shouldn't be a lot of digestive distress if you walk after a meal. Another thing about that is if you're eating and you know that you're going to go for a walk afterwards, you may be less likely to have that second helping because you know you're going to be moving pretty quickly. So another thing that you can start doing today, try to take a 10-minute walk maybe after dinner tonight. Especially now, you guys are having some gorgeous weather. Came from Miami and it was pouring rain, and I got here, it's gorgeous, sunny, and breezy, so I'm happy to be here. And we have now extra daylight at night too, so it's even easier. So our third 10-minute step is take a 10-minute time out every day. So I noticed when I was asking you those questions that many of you sat down when we talked about stress, which is common. There's so much going on. Our lives are so busy, especially as women. We're always juggling so many different things, right? And we're taking care of everybody else. So I'm asking you to take care of yourself and make sure that you're getting enough time to just decompress and let go of stress every day. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to sit down and meditate for an hour to get that benefit of stress relief. Not that there's anything wrong with meditation, but you may not have the time or patience for that. So a 10-minute time out is just a really nice way to just kind of shut the world out for a moment, close your eyes, and just breathe. So we know that stress has been linked to weight gain. I'm sure you've all seen those commercials for the belly fat pill that has all the charts with the cortisol relating to belly fat gain. And it's true. The higher your stress levels, not only are you more subject to gaining weight, but again, you might be more likely to reach for those emotional foods that help you feel better in the moment when you're stressed, or you need that extra boost of energy. So one of the things that I like to do for a timeout is just breathe. So often we don't take enough time to actually fully inhale and exhale. So breathing, deep breathing, can help calm your body, relax your body, and lower your heart rate at the same time. So to show you how to do that, I'd like you to just try this quick breathing exercise with me, if you would. So sitting in your chair, if you put one hand on top of your chest and one hand on your belly. So just without thinking about it, notice which hand is moving when you breathe. Is it the top one or the bottom one? Typically, we take some shallower breaths, right? And it's usually the top one that gets more movement. So right now, I want you to try to breathe in and get the bottom hand to feel movement. So we want to expand the belly. So try to inhale for 3 full counts if you can. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 1, 2, 3. Good, try it again. Inhale a little deeper. 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 1, 2, 3. Good. How do you feel? A little calmer? Yeah? That didn't even take 2 minutes, right? So imagine if you did that for 10 minutes a day. And it doesn't have to be breathing. It can just be closing your eyes, turning off the phone for a moment. Just make sure you take that 10-minute time out every single day. This is also very helpful before bed, one thing I forgot to mention, because again, it helps relieve stress. So I know I'm guilty of this. You know, especially tonight, because you're going to go to bed a little earlier. And then you're laying in bed, and you think, oh, I forgot to do this. I forgot to call this person tomorrow morning. I need to make sure I do this. So if you take that time out right before bed, it may also help you fall asleep a little bit faster. Our number 4 step is spend 10 minutes making your next meal. So some of you may already be cooking on a regular basis, but for those of you who may not be, this is for you. So I was one of those people that barely knew how to boil water, and I just didn't have time. Cooking was too time-consuming, it's too complicated, there's chopping involved, there's sautéing, there's all kinds of complex things that I wasn't ready to fit into my busy schedule. But the good news is it's easier than ever to assemble your own meals. We now have, things that are already pre-chopped for you. You've got ingredients that you can buy that are somewhat pre-made, and then you can assemble them together. And there's a really good reason that you really want to focus on cooking or creating your own meals. And that is that, unfortunately, in today's world, if you're eating out a lot, chances are it's contributing to weight gain or it's stopping weight loss for you. Why is that? Well, if you've ever eaten at the Cheesecake Factory, you notice that the portion sizes are a little out of control. Portions in restaurants can be up to 4 times the amount of what you should be eating in a single setting. So you could consume easily your full amount of calories for the day in one appetizer, not even an entree, and then we order something additional on top of that. So if you're cooking your own food, you know exactly what's going into it, and you're able to control those portion sizes a little bit more. Another thing that we watch out for with restaurant meals is high sodium. There's a lot of sodium in restaurant meals, so that's going to contribute again to high blood pressure and can help delay weight loss. Another thing is, even if you're looking at the menu and trying to make some healthy decisions and looking at calorie counts and all of that, they may not be accurate. Menu calorie counts are often incorrect. I believe I saw one study that found some of them on average were about 100 calories off, saying that they were less calories than they actually were, but some of them can be up to 1,000 calories off, depending on who's serving your food. They may not be measuring out the same amount on your plate every single time. So is it possible to be healthy eating out? Sure. Is it easier when you're making your own foods because you can control the ingredients and really make sure you're sticking to portion sizes? Yes. So you can make your own meals in minutes, and there's a lot of great recipes that you can have that can take you 10 minutes or less, and that's part of what is in the book that Liz and I wrote, Thin in 10. We have a whole meal plan that a registered dietitian put together for us with all kinds of recipes that take you 10 minutes or less, and Liz and I tested all of them. We made sure that that claim is true, and Liz will tell you herself, she is not a cook, she hates cooking, but she was able to make every recipe that we've included. So if she can do it, you can do it. She'll tell you that herself. But if you want some ideas to get started with immediately, come to our website. It's thinin10.com, and we are going to have a recipe bank available to you that you can look up these 10-minute recipes. And if you have a great one of your own that you want to share with us and our community, please feel free to send it to us, and we'll post it on the website as well. And we also have some tips on how to save time with cooking as well, not just the recipes there. So another one you can do tonight, make your own meal. So our step number 5 is stretch for 10 minutes a day. How many of you would say you're stretching on a regular basis? Okay, good. Wonderful. Excellent. Love to see that. So stretching doesn't have to be yoga. You don't have to go to an hour-long yoga class, although that's wonderful if you're doing it. But stretching can really just be, taking some time to just kind of open things up a little bit. Because stretching really is an animal instinct. If you have a dog or a cat at home, if you watch them in the morning when they first wake up, one of the first things they do is they stretch out because it feels so good, right? Us, what do? We sit up in bed. Where's the coffee? We go sit down, we have a cup of coffee, we're reading the paper, then we get in our car and we drive to work, and then we sit at our desk and we're typing, and then in between we're texting and we're emailing, we're on the phone, and then we go home in our car, and then we sit down on the couch and we watch TV, right? So we're like this all day. So just taking just 10 minutes to just open your body, stretch things out a little bit, could help you stand up a little straighter, and just open and relax the muscles again. And this is another way to help relieve stress and tension as well, taking that time to just open everything back out. So another 10-minute step, stretch for at least 10 minutes a day, a great way to wake up in the morning, or get ready for bed at night, or at lunchtime, whenever you want to do it. So our number 6 10-minute step is stand up or fidget for 10 minutes a day. So some people are very natural at doing this. They already do it already, right? You know the toe tappers and the fidgeters, and they drive you crazy when they're tapping on the desk. Well, they're onto something. Studies have shown that people who are constantly moving or fidgeting are actually more active for about 2 full hours a day than the rest of us, and they're leaner. So they, on average, are burning about 350 extra calories a day. So 350 extra calories a day is 35 pounds in a year. So next time you kind of shake your foot, think about that. Keep shaking it. So if you're not into fidgeting, another great way to do this is just stand up more often throughout your day. So if you have a very sedentary desk job, try to set a little reminder timer so that every hour you stand for at least 10 minutes out of that full hour. Phone calls are a great way to get this done. I know it's a little harder when you're typing, but if you're on the phone, stand up, pace if you can. Just keep your body in that slight movement activity. And there's actually a name for this. It's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So it's very scientific. It's been researched and studied. But basically what that means, it's your non-gym prescription for staying slim. You don't have to go work out to burn an extra 350 calories a day. It's a very simple way to just incorporate more lifestyle activity throughout your busy schedule. And you could lose an extra 35 pounds this year just by doing that. So set that reminder timer, stand up or fidget for 10 minutes out of every hour during your 8-hour workday. Okay, so moving on, our next step is spend 10 minutes a day throughout the day, not necessarily consecutive, increasing your water intake. So in general, most of us probably could use a little bit more water throughout the day. So if you focus on drinking more water and you pour each glass of water individually, that means you're gonna have to go get the water, come back to wherever you were, drink it. And if you're drinking more water, you're probably also more likely to use the restroom more often, right? Guess what? That's more walking. That's more moving. More calories burned in a day. And you're helping your body at the same time. So what's interesting is that water has been shown to be more effective than some weight loss pills when it comes to appetite suppression. So you can save your money, you can stay away from dangerous side effects, and drink more water to help with weight loss. So one particular study found that subjects who drank 2 8-ounce glasses of water before lunch and dinner lost more weight than those who actually took diet pills. So it's a pretty inexpensive way to help curb your appetite, but also stay more hydrated at the same time. Now, the exact amount of water each person needs also varies, just like sleep. It's not the same for every single person. And we all have heard the 8-ounce glasses a day prescription, but that may not apply for you specifically, especially if you're eating a lot of water-rich foods, fruits and vegetables. Food has water in it. Coffee, believe it or not, actually counts towards your hydration, things like milk and all of that. But the Mayo Clinic generally says that if your urine is light-colored or clear, chances are you're adequately hydrated. If you're not exactly sure, maybe you take a multivitamin, so that kind of screws things up with that formula, then you can also check with your doctor to make sure that you're getting the exact amount of water that your body needs, because different factors influence your hydration levels. The environment that you live in, if you're exercising regularly or strenuously and you're sweating a lot, you may need more water than the average person. So our other 10-minute step here, drink more water, use 10 minutes throughout the day to add extra trips to the water cooler and the restroom to burn up more calories, curb your appetite, and stay hydrated. So our next 10-minute step, everybody loves this one, clean an extra 10 minutes a day. Well, how's that gonna help me lose weight? Okay, well, cleaning counts as more activity, more calories burned, but being a little bit more clean and a little bit more organized may also help you more easily lead a healthy lifestyle. How so? Well, if you can't find your sneakers, it's harder to work out, right? If you have a messy kitchen you can't find your pots and pans, you're not going to want to cook your own meals in it, right? So we're not talking about doing a deep spring cleaning every single day, but just doing a quick little clean sweep of the house, putting away things, picking up toys, putting away the mail. It's going to help you with your daily lifestyle activity, boosting your overall calorie burn. And you burn extra calories if you have to go up and down the stairs. So if you have 2 stories, that's a good thing. And things like washing the windows. It's a great total body workout. You're going to use the upper body, the lower body, squatting down to reach the low windows, reaching up to reach the high ones. Things like vacuuming or mopping is going to work all of those core muscles. And if you spend those 10 minutes a day, part of it, making your bed, helps keep you active, but it also may help you get more sleep. One study by the National Sleep Foundation found that people that made the bed were 19% more likely to report getting a good night's sleep on those days that they had made the bed. So it may just be the ritual of preparing your bed in the morning that helps you kind of wake up for the day, and then turning down your bed at night kind of signals to your brain, okay, it's time to start winding down. So you can tell your kids that. Make your bed, you'll sleep better. I don't know if it'll work, but... So another 10-minute step for you, do a little house cleaning for 10 minutes a day to keep your home weight loss friendly and burn up more calories in the process. Number 9, play for at least 10 minutes a day. This is a fun one. I had to put it after cleaning so you didn't think she's making us do all this. So things like laughing. Laughter burns calories and boosts your mood. You can have fun too to burn calories. Doesn't have to be all sweat and serious. And if you have a pet, go for a walk or play frisbee, or I don't know what you do with a cat. Maybe chase after them. Play with them. Okay, I'm a dog person. So. String, there you go. There you go, okay, thank you. So cats can make you move more too. But studies show that people who have pets actually walk an extra 2 miles a week. So again, adding up that daily lifestyle activity. If you have kids, play tag or an active video game with them. You're gonna burn more calories and enjoy some nice quality family time at the same time. Or you can just have fun by yourself. Pick up a hula hoop, a jump rope. Even shopping burns calories. I recommend window shopping to keep your wallet safe, but another great way to get more activity in there. So laugh, jump, hula hoop, or play for at least 10 minutes out of every day. And our number 10 step, the most important, is try this 10-minute workout with me. Set your things down, stand on up. Everyone's going, oh no, she's gonna make us move. So I know you're a little tight for space, but there's plenty of room up here if you guys want to come up here or stand in the aisles. I promise I'm not going to make you do backflips or cartwheels or anything crazy like that. But I just want to show you that 10 minutes can do a lot. So just spread out wherever you can. Just start walking in place. Get your arms moving, get your feet moving. Good. Now when you're ready, you can make that more of a knee raise. Yeah, I know, you guys might be tight there in front of the chairs. Come on up here, there's plenty of room. Good, you ready to make this more fun? As you lift your knee, reach your arm up. Good. And you can go as fast or as slow as you want. You don't have to keep up with me. Go at your own pace. Good. Now let's do both arms. Oh, a little more coordination. There we go. Good. Remember, you go at your own speed. You don't have to keep going as fast as I am. How you feeling? Good? Starting to breathe a little heavier? Yeah, good. I'm getting a little hot watching you guys. Good. Give me 8 more. Here we go. Count it down with me. 8, 7, how many? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Oh, we made it. Okay. Take your feet hip width apart. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet. Don't sit down. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine you're going to sit back into a chair. Bend your knees, sit your hips back, stand up. Again, sit back, stand up. So only go as low as you feel comfortable. You don't have to do a deep bend, just bend your knees a little bit, sit back. Good. So make sure you don't go straight down once you go back. Reach for that imaginary chair, stand up. Perfect. Down and up. So once you feel more comfortable with this, you can make it a little lower. And we're going to start to add some arms in a second. Sit back and stand. Good. Now from here, reach your hands towards your feet and then just come up. Good. And think about keeping your spine as straight as you can as you reach forward. Good. Now when you stand up, think about squeezing your tush together. Squeeze it. There we go. Think buns of steel. That's it. Good. Now from here, when you stand up, reach your arms all the way up. Perfect. You guys look like you've done this before. Down and up. Good. Reach and lift. Again, you go at your own pace. You can go slower or faster than me. Good. And down. Up. Perfect. So we're doing total body movements here to keep everything engaged, to maximize our time. We don't need any equipment for this. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Good. Give me 4 more. Reach taller. 3. Good, last 2. 1 more. Perfect. Bring your feet together. Think about bracing your abs in tight. So imagine somebody's going to come up and punch you in the stomach. You're still breathing. Tighten up here. Bring your arms out in front of you. I call this mummy circles, the zombie circles. There you go. Shoulders down. Just give me a little rotation. Good. Keep thinking about those abs bracing in tight. Feet are all the way together. Good. Reverse the direction of your circle. Nice. Good. Keeping the feet together, bring your hands in. I want you to pull your shoulder blades back in together. Make a little goal post with your arms. Come back out. Yes, don't smack your friend. There you go. And in. Pull open and in. Good. So you're going to expand your chest and pull your shoulder blades back in together. So I want you to imagine that you've got a pencil right in between your shoulder blades. I want you to try and grip that pencil. Squeeze and release. Good. Back and in. Now, you can stay right here, but for those of you that might want to take this up a little, you're going to sit back and hold that little chair squat. Now, make sure you're not looking up at me like this. I want you to drop your chin to your chest. Hold. Good. So keep thinking about that imaginary pencil, good, between your shoulder blades. Squeeze and release. You're starting to feel this a little bit? Yeah? Good. Feel free to keep going lower if you want. There you go. Just in case your thighs aren't burning yet. Squeeze and release it. Nice. Give me 1 more and just hold it here. Yep, as low as you can. Pulse the elbows back, squeeze. So our upper back muscles get a bad rap. They're the ones that kind of help us with slouching. So if you're really feeling between your shoulder blades, that's a good thing. That means these are muscles that need some strengthening. Good. Put your hands on your thighs and roll up. Great job. Good. So from here, we're going to do a little something to help with the balance and work the outsides of the hips and the inner thighs. We love those areas, right? Take 1 foot out to the side. See if you can just balance on 1 leg. Good. So think of this kind of like a pendulum. Cross the leg in front of you. Bring it out to the side. So you're probably feeling your ankle wobbling a little bit. That's good. Those are the muscles waking up. If you need to tap the floor, you can do so with the tiptoe and come back. And then when you're ready, you can just flex your foot. Good. So you can go slow or you can go faster with this. Just go at your own pace. So remember, if you need to, tap the toe or flex the foot. Now as you do this, keep thinking about those abdominals. Pull them in towards your back, press your shoulders down. Yeah. So I'm actually feeling this most in my standing leg. How about you? I tricked you. You thought it was going to be this one. Good. You guys got some great balance. Now let's switch legs. Kind of shake it up. Switch legs. Try the other side. And guess what? One side, usually a little tougher to balance on than the other. That's it. Shoulders down, abdominals engaged. Good. You set the speed as slow or as quick as you want to go here. Nice. I don't know, you guys look pretty even to me. Both sides were strong. Good, bring it back in. Take your hands behind your head. Give me a knee lift, up and down. So as you lift your knee, I want you to start to turn your opposite elbow towards the knee. If that's too much, keep doing this. So here or here. Engage those abdominals. All those balance muscles that we woke up before are working hard. Good. So again, here works, or you can try that cross crunch. Slow or as quickly as you want. Think about that opposite knee coming across. Good. Now, as you lift your knee and you twist, try to exhale. That's it. Did you guys know you were going to sweat in this? Surprise. We're almost done. You're doing great. Good. Now, your last one, you get to go back to your chair. Don't sit on it. Don't sit on it. So you see the little handles on the sides of your chair? Kind of, I didn't know these were going to be flip chairs, but put your bum on top of the seat. Kind of lower it halfway, but don't sit. So use your arms to kind of hold your body weight up. Yeah, exactly. So from there, bend your elbows a little bit and then push down. Just a little. Yep. So keep your hips close to the back of your chair. There you go. A little bit and down. So if you feel strong enough and you feel ready, you can bend your elbows more and then work a little harder on the way up. Good. Excellent. Keep thinking about pressing your shoulders down. So we're working inside the shoulder joint at the same time that we're hitting the backs of those arms. And push. So a lot of times we're picking things up and holding things in front of our body, but we don't do this as often, pushing ourselves up. So this is a great exercise, just a basic chair dip to help even out your body. Push down the backs of those arms. This is also, besides abs, probably one of the main body parts I get asked about all the time. How do I tone up the backs of my arms? This will do it, right here. Good. If you need to sit down and take a break, you can. Good. Couple more. Good. And sit all the way down. Relax. Wipe the sweat. How you feel? Yeah? You energized? You awake? So can you get a good workout in 10 minutes? Yeah, good. I love it. Everyone's sweating. Very good. Nice. So what I wanted you to take home today is that, probably more important than anything, 10 minutes is all it takes to transform everything. So my personal motto is, little changes can change everything, and they really can. So just start 1, 2, 3 of these 10-minute steps, implement them slowly, and build on them. So 10-minute workouts, if you need some ideas, I'm going to be doing them throughout the day. So hopefully I'll give you lots of new exercises to try. But I would love it if you would visit me online at thinand10.com, because I've got tons of fun video workouts that you can follow along from the site. And with our book, Thin and 10, it actually includes a DVD with it. So you have 5 different 10-minute workouts that you can do at home, and you can follow along in person with me. We have some flyers in the back. If you're interested in that, please make sure you take one. You can pre-order it now for a great deal. But let's just do a quick wrap up. Your 10-minute takeaway: go to bed 10 minutes earlier every night till you reach your ideal bedtime. Take a 10-minute walk every day, preferably after a meal. Take a 10-minute timeout every day. Maybe you can try that breathing exercise again. Spend 10 minutes a day making your own meals. Stretch for at least 10 minutes a day. Stand up or fidget 10 minutes every hour during work. Use 10 minutes to take extra trips to get water. Do a little house cleaning for 10 minutes a day. Laugh, jump, hula hoop, or play for 10 minutes every day. And of course, fit in one of those 10-minute workouts every single day. So I just want to thank you guys for being such good sports. Thanks for sweating with me, listening to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day at the Expo. I'm going to see you throughout the day, so this is not goodbye. Just want to say thank you so much for joining me. And please visit me online. That's my YouTube channel. I've got tons of free workouts that you can follow along at home with. You can follow me on Twitter if you're on social media and you want to hear me tweet. I promise I don't do the whole, I'm standing in line at the bank right now. It's only fitness tips and health tips, I promise. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.